Welcome everyone to the Costa Vida pregame report. I'm joined here tonight by my good friend, broadcast partner Steve Vale. Steve, we have an exciting match here on hand tonight. Tell us what we can expect to see on both sides of the net. Tell us about the key players tonight for each team.
You bet. For Utah Valley, you've got returning senior setter Brooklyn Hall and sophomore middle blocker Lauren Stringham. Both players last year were named first team all-conference, as well as recently they were both named preseason all-WAC, so these girls know how to bring it. For BYU, you've got sophomore outside hitter Alexa Gray and senior middle blocker Catherine LeChamenant. Last year, Gray as a freshman was named a first-team All-American as well as Freshman of the Year. This girl knows how to ball. And you've got LeChamenant, who's returning as a sophomore. Last year she started, or as a senior, last year she started all 32 matches against Utah Valley. She put up 7 kills, hit for 400, and added 3 blocks to that. So these girls are pretty hot stuff.
There's no doubt we have some great players on the floor tonight. Also, tell us a little bit about the keys to victory for each team and what they need to do to win this match.
Yeah, for Utah Valley, it's home court. They got to come out to a fast start and really take it to the Cougars. They need to do that. They need to pass really well and really not worry about BYU's ranking. Just take care of business on your home court. For BYU, they need to avoid service errors while still serving tough and control the net and the tempo of the match. They can do that because of who they are. I think they're the favorite tonight.
Well, there you have it, folks. Those are tonight's keys to the match. This has been the Costa Vida pregame report. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
For just $5, get a UVU t-shirt at the West End. Don't leave without one. Ask for Tracy or Stephanie for a $5 deal on a UVU t-shirt.
We got some great teams, and we're looking forward to a high-powered match tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's always fun when these two teams get together. A little bit of a crosstown rivalry. We should have a packed house tonight for this one.
Team still warming up here on the court. Looks like everybody's just about ready to go. As soon as we get confirmation here, we're going to be going over to the PA announcer for our introductions and for our national anthem. So looks like they've just blown the whistle and we should be starting up pretty soon. Boy, the UVU girls are hammering balls tonight.
Yeah, they really get up for this match. This is a big one. Talking to Sam just for a moment before the game, he said, this is a real big match for us. It's a fun one because our girls really get up and bring their A game when they play against the Cougars. So it should be a lot of fun. Whoever can control the serve and pass well and stay in system, I think, you know, and as well get the other team out of system.
Folks, we're going to turn it over to our broadcast announcer. We'll be right back.
BYU Cougars and our UVU Wolverines. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we honor America with the national anthem. Here to perform, please welcome UVU vocal group Renovation.
Welcome back, everyone, to our match here tonight, Utah Valley's Physical Education Building. Tonight, we've got lineups for both teams. Steve Vale, you're going to start off with the Cougars.
First of all, that was a beautiful rendition. That was a really good opening song. I dug it. For BYU, middle blockers, Catherine LaShamana. We talked a little bit about her in the pregame, as well as Amy Boswell. Outside hitters, we've got Tamber Haddock and Alexa Gray, whom we also spoke a little bit about. And the setter tonight, starting setter sophomore Camry Godfrey. The opposite is Hannah Robinson, and the libero is Sierra Parker. Head coach for the Cougars in his third season is Sean Olmstead.
Thanks, Steve.
And now, the starting lineup for our UVU Wolverines.
A little all-out UNLV introduction here.
An outside hitter, a freshman from Salem, Utah, number 2, Mackie Trainer. At center, a senior from Kilburn, Arizona, number 3, Brooklyn Hall. At libero, a junior from South Jordan, Utah, number 9, McKenna Tate. At middle blocker, a senior from Sterling, Colorado, number 11, Katie Fritzer. And outside here, a junior from Brentwood, Utah, number 12, Kalani Norris. Let's center a freshman from Mesa, Arizona, number 13, Kelsey Mount. And at middle blocker, a sophomore from Gainesville, Utah, number 16, Lauren Stringham. Head coach of the Wolverines in his 15th season, Sam Atoa, with assistant Lacey Jones and Scott Lee. Volunteer assistant Tyler Wilson and student assistant Erica Nish-Alred.
Welcome back, everyone. Looks like we are ready to go here at the Physical Education Building. Both coaches have acknowledged one another, and the teams are on the court, ready to get into their starting rotations. Steve, looks like I think the UVU new opener is pretty exciting. Got everyone pumped up there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I felt like I was at a jazz game there for a second. I was waiting for the bear to come down the stairs.
On the motorcycle. Looks like we're just about ready to go. Looks like Utah Valley is going to serve. Brooklyn Campbell, number 3, our senior setter, is going to do the honors there. And BYU is getting into their receive rotation right now. Looks like on their front row, they've got, looks like number 9, number 7, and she's hiding from me behind the post here, so.
Keep an eye on number 9. That's Alexa Gray. She was all universe last year. Freshman of the year, first team All-American, all freshman team. It's, yeah, she's a highlight reel all by herself.
Starting setter is Camry Godfrey for the Cougars. She goes in the middle. That gets blocked by Utah Valley. They call the play good, but they're going to continue on, pushing outside. And that's a kill on the outside. It's like number 2, Mackie Trainer, already off to a good start.
Utah Valley coming out with a block, first thing, and a kill. Nice job there by the home team.
Let's see if the Cougars go to their bread and butter, Alexa Gray, here on this next play. Pushing outside. And
look at that.
Back by the block of Katie Fritzler, and also assisting on that was Kelsey Monk, and Kelsey might have got most of that block.
Yeah, welcome to the block party. Told you, Utah Valley, they get pumped up for this rivalry. It's a fun one.
Campbell short serve to the middle. Sets goes back to the outside.
Mackie Trainer again, showing it and taking it away.
And that ball's hit long. That's another point. That's a 3-0 run for the Wolverines. We'll see if Olmstead's going to let it ride or he's going to call a timeout. I think next point, if they don't get on the board, he's going to be calling that timeout.
He's just smiling over there. He's going to let his girls figure it out here for a second. But if it starts to get out of hand, I'm sure he'll be off that bench soon enough. Oh, off the net there with that pass.
Tooling the block is number 7, Hannah Robinson. Getting her first kill of the match and the first point for the Cougars. Back to serve, number 17, Tia Withers-Welling. A junior from Beaverton, Oregon. That's where the home of Nike is. Backside set goes for Katie Fritzler, and she puts that one away, Steve.
She's got great vision. That's a nice job seeing a big seam in that block, and she drove right through it.
Back to serve, number 2, Mackie Trainer. See what Mackie's got, if she's going to bring the jump serve out or if she's going to go with the float. Nice jump serve by Trainer.
Great jumper.
Wow, that was quite a bit off the net for the middle blocker, number 10, Amy Boswell, but she got that one through.
BYU answering with a pretty nice pass on a great jump serve and the kill.
Great pass to the middle by Wolverines. They don't get that one to go, but they get a second chance at it. Cuts that one off. It goes over to the Cougars. Tip by the BYU Cougars. Set on the right side. She goes off the top.
A smart swing. Got it.
And they call that one in the back corner there.
BYU battling back, now within 1. 3-4 in this first set.
Sierra Parker, the libero, to serve for the Cougars.
It's a nice serve and a better pass.
Nice up by McKenna Tate. That one was almost put down. Wow, great dig. McKenna Tate hand sets that one over. And the Cougars go up and over and out.
Sean Olmstead's off the bench. He saw the same thing I did. That first dig was kind of a boom off of 2 players. The last one to touch it was Brooklyn Hall, and then she went and got it again. So if anything, it should have been a double, but
yeah, I don't think they
didn't see it that way.
I don't think they had definite touch possession, so to speak.
Oh, great serve.
Horrible pass by the Cougars. They have to send that one over. McKenna Tate bump sets that to the outside. easy put away on the outside. Number 12.
That whole play was McKenna Tate. Great serve. She comes in and gets everybody out of the way so she can take that second ball and delivers butter out to the outside for the kill.
Kalani Norris out of Penguich, Utah. Huge metropolis there of Penguich.
Another great dig.
Fast set to the outside. Wow, Wolverines do the smart thing with it. Kalani Norris with another kill.
She had one play on that set, and that was it. And she found it. Smart swing there from the outside.
Wolverines up by 4 right now. 7-3 in the first set. And to me, it looks like the Wolverines are doing everything they need to do to win this match right now.
Yeah, they're just playing lights out volleyball right now. Every one of them passing, setting, hitting, blocking, all of it. They are dialed in. It looked like BYU had kind of gotten their feet under them, coming back within 1, and then UV just took off again with some nice serving from McKenna Tate.
I've been impressed with the block of Utah Valley tonight as well. Big block they put up. Of course, they're not a small team either. They have good size on their side of the net. But so far, they're out-blocking the Cougars.
Yeah, they are. And that's the thing. The Cougars are tall, they're athletic, they jump well, and the Wolverines are all over it so far.
Looks like Sam Atoa is going over these next few plays with the team, trying to keep them focused, trying to tell them to push, not make any of those, simple mistakes, and just take care of business.
Yeah,
and I think the points will keep adding up.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Cougars are probably hoping that the wheels don't come off here too soon.
Seriously.
This is a pretty pro UVU crowd here. I don't see many Cougar fans in the building, and if there are, they're hiding.
A lot of green.
Back to serve number 9, McKenna Tate. Nice float serve back deep to the Cougars. They push outside and they get a kill from number 15, Tamber Haddock.
It's a nice swing by Tamber. Just kind of goes high seam to the deep corner. Nobody home for the Wolverines.
Back to serve number 7, Hannah Robinson. Nice float serve, but handled well by the Wolverines. They push the middle, picked up by the Cougars. They push outside, and again back to UVU with the smart tip. Kalani Norris is like unconscious right now.
She really is. Such a nice job there, seeing that block come inside, because that set died way inside. She came in to get it, they came in to get her, and it left that wide open. Smart piece of hitting there from Kalani.
That was a great shot, preparing her for the AVP there.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, not a great pass. See if they can clean it up. Free ball. Oh, that's a tough. Oh, look at
Brooklyn.
Wow.
Brooklyn doing the right thing this time. Brooklyn used to kind of like to tip those with her left hand, but looks like she did the right thing that time and pushed that way back to the deep corner with her right hand over the top.
One thing I noticed on that one that was so cool was she showed that she was setting all the way up until she hit that ball. She used to kind of telegraph that she was going to do that shot, and they'd be all over it. Oh, nice up.
Wow, that was a great two-series swing by Utah Valley.
Oh, nice hustle, but nothing happening there.
If we would have just had one more contact, we'd have that over.
You should get like one mulligan, right? We need 4 on this one.
Right now, Tamber Haddock back to serve for the Cougars. Utah Valley with a 4-point lead, 9-5 in the first set. See what they do with this one. Not a great pass by the Wolverines, but Norris takes care of business on the outside. She doesn't care where it's at.
Yeah.
Tight, low, high, off. She's got it.
Yeah, when you can clean up your own mess like that, it's all good. You can pass that ball wherever you want. They call that the set me pass. She really had no other option than to go right back to her, but she got it done.
Norris serving, pushing the Cougars back again.
Nice spot.
Nice tip that time. Number 4, Catherine LeChaminant getting on the board for the Cougars.
A smart piece of hitting there from Catherine.
LeChaminant back to serve. Trainer having a little bit of trouble passing on the outside. Gets blocked. But Stringham cleans it up at the front of the net. And that ball looks to me like it was hit wide. But they're going to call someone into the net.
I think it was Brooklyn. Yeah, you can tell by her body language. She's like, dang it. That's the worst when you go to try to block and you push real hard because you know you're not in the play and you push too much net and then it goes out of bounds or someone digs it.
She's got a good pass here. She's going to go to Lauren.
Oh, wow.
That wasn't
how did she get that through?
That wasn't a bad pass, but that was a really tight set.
Yeah, she fed her to the block for sure. And still somehow Lauren Stringham able to get that ball down.
She pushed it right down the front of the blockers instead of getting them to get over on it.
Ooh, almost finding the corner.
Little jumbo shrimp action there by Lauren
seriously.
Stringham.
I thought that too.
McKenna Tate back in, serving or the receive rotation. And number 10, Amy Boswell back to serve for the Cougars.
Oh, that ball fell off the table right at the end and caught the back line. It's funny, I thought that was going long too.
That would have really hurt the Cougars at that point. That would have given 12-8 lead for the Wolverines. Instead, they pick up and they're down by 2 now, 9-11 in set 1.
Boom.
Wow, back row attack. Looks like that was Kalani Norris, I believe.
It's a big swing there from Kalani out of the back row. You're right, though. Mackey struggling just a little bit with that serve. Brooklyn, not a whole lot of options there. Nice pass. Oh, solo.
Oh, great job by the Wolverines being at the net. Just not able to control that last little tip by the Cougars, and the Cougars really squeaking by right there with the lucky point, in my opinion.
Yeah, seriously. That was a nice solo block there from Kelsey Monk, but reached back on that next ball and got in the way of Brooklyn a little bit.
Withers Whaling with the serve, pushing outside again. That time, Trainer didn't get the ball to even clear the net. That time she hit it right into the, just below the white tape, as we call it.
Yeah, McKenna is playing well. That was a great pass there on a very tough serve.
Serve down the line
There's
by
a
the
nice
Cougars.
Pass.
Great hit off the top. That time, Kalani Norris is just, I think she's got to be like, I want to say about 7 for 7 on kills.
Yeah, she is playing well. Nice swing there. That was a smart set there from Brooklyn as well to go to the right side on that ball.
Sam Atoa giving some instructions to the Wolverines. Brooklyn, I'm sorry, that was Mackie Trainer just not taking a great approach to the ball on that one. They could have had that one up. I think she was right there on it.
Oh, nice serve by the Cougars.
Sorry, that was Kelsey Monk on that last play. It wasn't Mackie Trainer.
The BYU Cougars tie it up at 13s. It's a dangerous place for the Wolverines to be in right now because the momentum is totally swung to BYU's side of the net.
Oh, that's a great set.
Wow, look at that dig.
Outside. Oh, that is just a perfect set. Great
Another
up by
great
McKenna. Push to the middle. Back row attack. It looked like Mackie Trainer was over on that one to me,
Whoops.
but
Nice. She got away with that one.
Nice job that time. That time, Kelsey Monk with a great block up at the net. Little tip back to the Cougar defense, and they couldn't control it.
Yeah, that was close. She needed to put that ball away. She kind of got away with a soft block there, but another tough server at the net for the for the Wolverines. Look at that pass, though.
I think that was lucky. Wow. That was lucky chicken wing pass, Steve.
It was.
But, you know, sometimes the recipe's right.
Oh man, just throw those arms in the air, and hopefully the ball will contact it perfectly as it did on that play.
Hannah Robinson back to serve for the Cougars.
Bomb out of the middle from the Cougars.
Pass a little bit off the net for the Wolverines.
Wow.
But wow, still Kalani Norris bombing down the sideline.
Yeah, Kalani is seeing the block very well tonight. It's a great swing by her.
Right now they're showing us 6 kills.
667.
And I think she made, well, no errors and 1 dig. So yeah, she's almost hitting perfect.
Yeah. Oh, there's a big hole in the block right there.
Yeah, and Kelsey Monk was nowhere near the middle of the hole. She was slid over a little bit behind the block and not going to get the ball up that way.
Yeah, she had a ton of room there in the angle, and she found it 15s in set number 1.
Haddock to serve for the Cougars. Easily handled by the Wolverines. And Stringham right through the seam for the kill.
Stringham, another nice piece of hitting.
She does really good on that 1 foot, what we call the slide approach.
Yeah.
Gets up high, takes the seam, and really crushes the ball. Back to serve for the Wolverines, number 12, Kalani Norris. Great
nice
serve.
Trouble for the Cougars. Free ball coming.
Brooklyn Hall with the little tip kill. I'd like to see her be up in the air on that and put that, you know, in the front corner a little bit closer.
Yeah.
But
she's 1,000 on her on that though so far tonight. Yeah, we were a little hard on her before because sometimes she'd get dug quite often doing that, but she's fine-tuned that play.
Wow, Alexa Gray hits that ball out, Steve, right down the top of the net, carries the ball out of bounds, and she looks like her body language is not really good right now. She doesn't look like she's ready to get into this match and take over yet.
Utah Valley so far able to weather the storm. BYU coming all the way back to 15s, where they've scored 3 straight. Oh, heads up, heads up.
Oh my goodness, that was a phenomenal play by McKenna Tate. Bring that ball back into play.
She is really doing some special stuff tonight out there on the floor.
Laying it all out there. If we
Seriously.
get a replay on that, you see this, the hustle.
No regard for her body whatsoever, just throwing herself all over the court.
BYU to serve with Chaminade.
Uh-oh, trouble there.
Libero.
Oh, nice up.
Trainer trying to go over the top on that one, but that ball, when you hit that blind, tight ball to the net, you have to swing hard angle. It's all you really get. It's so hard to do that though, and really, it's kind of it's 50-50. You're either gonna get the kill or you're gonna get just
You're right.
moved.
That last tip there from Kalani just felt like it hung in the air forever.
Boy, Alexa Gray went up and over the block that time into the deep third of the court, but she's still not.
She's not firing at all cylinders just yet. She might be on Calgary time still. I don't know, but she is a special player. So athletic.
Wolverines need to take advantage right now and get this first set while the Cougars aren't firing up yet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Trying very hard to stay out of that net, but unable to do so. That was a tight ball there that Mackey went after and got caught in the cookie jar.
The up by McKenna Tate, still sliding all the way up to get that ball off the block. Amazing.
Yeah, she is everywhere.
Godfrey with the serve
pass
for the Cougars. That's the kind of set you want. Man, that's just perfect. Brooklyn used to have a little trouble with her location on the outside, but I'll tell you right now, she is putting that ball in the perfect spot for her hitters right now.
Yeah, she really is dialed in.
And I love the tempo. That's kind of similar to the tempo we used to run, that quick go tempo.
Yeah.
And that's hard to deal with if you've got a great quick hitter.
Yeah, don't get that, give that middle any time to get out there to help out.
That's something I haven't seen in the past of Utah Valley, even with like the Kaylee Broadbent Doxies and the Gardners, Chelsea Gardner, those girls, they didn't hit that fastball.
No.
They like that high outside set and they just go over people or go around them. But that tempo on the outside.
Yeah, there's no one to go around.
Yeah. Trainer and Norris
big swing out of the back row. Wolverines unable to handle it.
Close match right now. Wolverines have a 1-point lead here in set 1, 20-19. They really need to get this ball right here.
Yeah, they can side out their way to victory.
Wow, that was amazing.
Little shrapnel there, but they'll take it.
He's going to get another chance at this.
Get there. Oh, nobody home.
Oh,
nice block by
Sam
the
Atoa
Cougars.
right now. That look that you don't ever want to get from Sam as a player or any person on the planet is one of, you know, you could have got that ball. And I think she knows that too. She won't do that again.
Oh, tough play there for the Wolverines. Cougars with another chance. Uh-oh. Wow,
Well,
look at her go up and get
I
that.
don't know how BYU wasn't going to be in the net on that one, but Coach Sam Atoa didn't like that. He's going to take a timeout right here.
Man, just climbing the ladder to get to that set. That ball was about a 50-50 set there, and she was able to go up and get it.
And that point, Steve, gives BYU its first lead of the match tonight so far, first lead of set one. So they're up 21-20.
Right. 3 straight points from the Cougars. They were down 18-20, and now lead by 1. So now it's UV that's scrambling to figure things out and get back in control.
Sam's going to be very focused right now, making sure that everyone is giving everything they have on every play, because he knows they're going to have to scrap a little bit to win this match tonight. And I think they can't give BYU any room to breathe. Don't let them get any confidence and keep them on their heels. So to really have a great shot here to win this match.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big set right here. If they lead the whole way and can't pull it out, it's going to be very tough to come back in that second set, because they're going to be pretty down. So they've got to manufacture a point right here. They've got to side out real quick and serve tough and find a way to get a block or a dig and get back in the lead. Running out of road, though.
Well, in our notes tonight, going over some of the things, they said that this match was going to be a brawl, and so far we're starting to turn into that here in set number 1. So number 17, Tia Withers-Welling, serving for the Cougars.
Oh, nice block by the Cougars, showing it and taking it away. I was watching Mackey approach to hit that ball, and I thought the same thing. The line's open. That was a smart piece of blocking there to close that up.
Great pass that time by Mackey. Tough tip, though, by Kitty Fritzler. Nice stop by Mackey Trainer. See if she gets the set again. She does with the little cutty.
Wow.
Boy, BYU controlling the net right now, Steve.
Yeah, see, that's the play right there. Oh, they got bailed out. Dodging a huge bullet.
Those are the times when we've talked about this in the past a little bit, where I think Brooklyn, I don't know if it's that she loses confidence in the hitters or just totally really thinks she's going to catch them off guard. Yeah. But more times than not, she doesn't get that little set to the middle play to score for her.
Nice serve in a clutch situation. Look at her go up and over. Wow.
Oh, no. Called that on.
Hannah Robinson, she just gets up. She looked like she went over the UV block on that swing.
Kalani Norris into the net on that one. I believe they called number 12.
23-21. Now it's the Cougars in the driver's seat.
Oh. Wow, Kalani's still just teeing off on the ball. Nice push. That time Kelsey Monk setting the outside.
Nice block.
Kelsey Monk with the block. BYU trying to finish it. Utah Valley's going to get a chance. Push to the outside. And that ball was a lift. Either way, that point should have been Utah Valley's, whether that hit the floor or not, because that ball stopped underneath the net. Yeah. And that should have been a lift.
Yeah, I agree. UVU hanging around, got their ace server there. McKenna Tate, another tough floater. Nice bump set, wow.
Wow, that was a great piece of hitting right there that time on the outside.
Well, a great location on a bump set too. Nice work there by the Cougars.
That was Tamber Haddock right there, getting the side out, going off the top, high off the block. Very, very impressive. That's a key point right there. That gives them set point number 1. And Utah Valley kind of letting it slip away. Hopefully that momentum doesn't break with them at all. Hopefully they can keep this up, see if they can come back and grab this first set.
It's tough. I mean, you control the entire set, but then when it comes down to the very end of it, you've got to close. There are a couple swings. Maybe the set wasn't perfect or whatever it was, but they kind of let off the gas a little bit, go a little easy, maybe a roll shot or something instead of just hammering the ball. Coach told me when I was very young, hey, good things happen when you swing. So just don't get tentative, stay aggressive, and hammer away.
Well, I'll tell you an interesting fact here tonight, not one that's in the Wolverines' favor, but BYU right now they are 8-0 all time in the series between these two crosstown rivals. So statistically not on the side of the Wolverines tonight, but I think they have the firepower and the cast to do it. It's just whether they can progress and kind of push through this little ceiling here.
I told they've been the little sister to BYU for many years, and to get to that point, you know, the first time when you beat up your older brother, it's like, you know, wait a second, can I really do this? This is my older brother. So, you know, it's everything in BYU's favor right now, but you're right, UV has got the talent on the floor right now to get it done. Tough ball, though.
Utah Valley going out of the back row, not able to get the kill, but they're able to get the block. Number 13, Kelsey Monk with the solo block on the right side.
That was a clutch block. Staving off, set point.
And if your brother Rob is listening to us on the air right now, he's probably saying, my little brother Steve never ever beat me up.
He's 8 years older than me. I'd never beat up Rob. That's never gonna happen. Yeah, but well, now he's old, right? So now I probably could. But yeah, this is a nice job of Utah Valley, not giving up without a fight here. Some nice play there. Tough pass to handle. Able to get a clutch block though, to pull within one.
If you're in the huddle right now and you're Sam Atoa, what do you tell your team right now?
Just to not think too much, just to stay in the moment and be aggressive and really get after it. That's what it's all about. You know, this is the moment right here. This is a very, I used to say, hey, let's show some character right now. Our backs are against the wall, but if we can just show up in the next couple of points and really do our best, we got a shot. So that's what it's all about, just all about confidence.
And the big key is right now, as Sam will always tell you, in these key moments, do not miss your serve.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, obviously here, the repercussions are not good. You have no more room.
Yeah. But you can't just serve a lollipop either. You gotta bring it. That's the whole point of the timeout right there. It's just to put a little pressure on number 13, Kelsey Monk. So we'll see how she handles it.
Nice serve. Good pass by BYU. They run the backside on a bad set. They're going to get another shot at it, pushing outside this time.
Set.
Brooklyn picks this one up.
Oh, that set died inside.
A little bit of a low set by Brooklyn on the outside.
Oh, that's a double.
That's a huge block by Lauren Stringham. And she got that all by herself. That was solo block by Lauren Stringham. Awesome way to push over the net.
Knotted up at 24s. Nice piece of blocking by Stringham. Tough serve. Such a smart block there by Stringham again.
Utah Valley's really aggressive right now on the net.
Mackey laying out. Boom!
Nice! That's a great set by Brooklyn. To go to the right person. And Kalani Norris is just hot.
That was such a nice pass as well. Mackey, trainer, laying out to make that pass. Delivers it beautifully to Brooklyn. Nice set and the put away.
9 kills for Kalani
Set
Norris.
point. Hey! Wow. Utah Valley.
10 kills for Kalani Norris in the first set. Puts that first one away. We'll be right back. Do not go away.
If you're serious about going to college and getting a head start on the process, come get a feel for what university life is like. UVU Days are designed with you in mind. UVU Days are department-specific events held on Saturdays that will allow you to become a student for a day. These events are free and breakfast and lunch are served. It's a great opportunity to meet your future dean, professors, and advisors. Highlighted programs include business, science and health, education, humanities, aviation, dance, theater, and emergency service. For more information, dates, and times, please visit our website at www.uvu.edu/future students. Come experience what UVU has to offer in your field of study.
Come join the student section and cheer for the mighty Wolverines. Mighty Athletic Wolverine League sports passes are now available. Your mall pass gets you tickets to every NCAA home game, free food at the tailgate parties, prizes at the games, and lots of new friends. Get more information on their Facebook page or by calling Campus Connection at 801-863-8797. Go UVU!
Oh, I wanna go where the coconut grow, where the sun is shining on me. Costa Vida is where I wanna be. Costa Vida.
Welcome back, everyone. Utah Valley has just taken the first set from BYU, 26-24, on some just awesome play at the net by Kalani Norris and Lauren Stringham. Steve, let's get right into the stats. These stats look really close if you're looking at it on paper here. Tell us the one stat that stands out to you that's the difference maker right now.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, they're hitting 100 points higher than BYU. They hit 312, BYU hit 208. But Kalani Norris, not only does she have 10 kills, 0 errors, and hit for almost 600 in that first set. Then you've got a couple other hitters. You've got Stringham hitting 667 with 2 kills. You got Brooklyn Hall, who's got 2 kills as well at 400. There's only one player over 300 for BYU. Everybody else is in the low 2s or the 100s. So BYU offensively, they are misfiring left and right tonight. They have 7 hitting errors already in that first set, and that is uncharacteristic of this squad. These girls are much better than this. I think they just got off to a slow start, you know, and I'm curious to see what's going to happen in the second set. They might have awoken a sleeping giant. I guess we'll see.
We'll see. The Cougars look really relaxed on their side of the net right now. Wolverines look pretty pumped up. Looks like they're ready to go again. I love the decision making by Brooklyn Hall the last 4 or 5 plays after she tried to push that one to the middle over on 2. Looks like she got rid of that, put her trust back in her hitters, and they ended up delivering for her.
Yeah, they got it done. Did their job. It's funny, they both teams had 48 total attempts, and UV with 19 kills, BYU with 17. Those 2 points were the difference.
Cougars to serve. Godfrey, the server right now.
Great pass.
And Brooklyn goes to the tip dump on the first play.
Oh, she got it down again.
Going over on 2. I don't know. She must be hearing me over here. And she's like, I'm going to prove that guy wrong at some point. And she just did,
Brooklyn
I guess,
Hall, she's 500 now, so she's doing all right.
Good serve. They're continuing to push the Cougars back. That was a good block they had up by the Wolverines, but that time just tooling it off the block and getting it done.
Yeah, Hannah Robinson is a nice player, jumps well, and a smart piece of hitting there, just going high hands.
Hannah Robinson from Orem, Utah, so
yeah, 6
hometown.
feet tall.
Pushing to the outside on the Cougars. But once again, Katie Fritzler and Mackie Trainer over on the right side, they're not having any of it.
Mackie Trainer, she jumps so well. I remember I was reffing something for all the high schools locally a year or so ago.
Team camp.
Yeah, and I remember watching this girl come out of the back row, and I'm like, who is that? And she was just jumping out of the gym. And that was Mackie Trainer. That's probably a senior, I think, at the time. And yeah, she's got springs.
All of the trainers out of South Utah County can just jump out of the gym. I think it's her cousin,
nice
Kim
ball there.
Trainer, who I thought Kim was supposed to play here at one point, but I think she ended up going to Snow, and then something happened and she went somewhere else, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but she could jump out of the gym as well. So the trainers, it's genetic for them.
Yeah. You know, 5'9", not the tallest outside hitter in the building, but boy, she's got hops. Laying out for that one, can't get it back in the air.
Cougars still struggling with their passing, and I like what Utah Valley's doing. They're continuing to push them back deep, and they're not allowing them to run the middle attack at all, not to be in system, so to speak.
Yeah, that's huge right there. To be able to miss serve there from Robinson. to be able to keep BYU out of system, that is huge for the Wolverines, because BYU, when they're in system, they are a very tough team.
Well, you talked about at the beginning of the match, Steve, was avoid service errors for BYU as one of their keys. And obviously for any team that's a key, but looks like that's something they've been struggling with. And it just bit them there. Fortunately, they got bailed out by the Wolverines and had a service error of their own. But theirs was a lot worse. It was right in the middle of the net, so it's not a good way to go.
Yeah, that ball by Kelsey was out by about 3 inches maybe. Up and over.
Alexa Gray getting a little pumped up there. It looks like she's starting to build a little confidence. Still not finding the floor automatically with the kill, but going high off the hands though, using the equipment.
At 6'2", and she can jump too. So yeah, that's oops. That was a little miscommunication there.
I think she thought Kelsey Monk was coming up on her to take that ball, and just got a little frightened of it.
Oh, that was funny. Mackie praying that there's no replay on that one to be able to see a somewhat unathletic move in that third attempt.
UVU TV will handle that. Tough pass.
Brooklyn going up and getting it. Wow, it's a great angle, but just a little too much and out of bounds from
Boy, I tell you, she's just got to find the court, and she'll be great. But, man, does she go up high over the block.
Oh, yeah.
Kalani Norris back to serve. Nice pass.
Pretty well.
Tough set, but handled pretty well by LaShawn Manant.
Yeah, that was a great serve, but handled pretty well by the Cougars, and LaShawn Manant able to get the kill.
LaShawn Manant 6'2" as a senior out of Layton, Utah. Wow.
5 kills now for LaShawn Manant, hitting .444.
There we go. Mackie Trainer, Utah County girl from Salem Hills, getting it done on the outside, going through the seam.
Yeah, she's a baller.
Right now, BYU leads 7-6 in set number 2. Utah Valley to serve. Stringham back with the ball. Push on the outside to Alexa Gray. She goes out of bounds again, Steve. Maybe she needs to start swinging for the floor, and not maybe so much over the block.
Oh, and they're going to sit her down for a minute, let her figure some stuff out.
Jessica Jardine, 6'1" senior from Cedar Hills, Utah. American Fork High School, subbing in the match for the Cougars. Wow.
Got it.
Tough pancake put up by the Wolverines. BYU gets another chance. Bad set.
Uh-oh. Set the wrong team there.
Boy, I'll tell you, Mackie Trainer has to be careful. She knows she can jump really high, but she doesn't have to go get every ball. Sometimes you let that ball go and do its own thing, and the other side of the net doesn't control it well.
Right, well, the both feet landing on the other side of the net on that one. That's dangerous for her and the other players.
Great pass that time by the Wolverines.
Mackie getting it done.
Well, I'll tell you, she's not big, but man, she packs some power. Mackie Trainer's getting it done on the outside, as you can see there on the replay, squeaking it through the block. Brooklyn Hall back to serve for the Wolverines. Brooklyn Hall, the senior from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Nice serve, but great pass from the Cougars. Line wide open.
Wow, and I'll tell you what, Jessica Jardine wastes no time getting herself involved in this match.
Yeah.
And she got right down the line on that one.
A great swing.
Back to serve for the Cougars, Tia Withers-Welling. Handled well by Trainer there.
Nice
set
turn.
to Fritzler in the middle. Cougars blocked at the net. They're going to get another chance at it. Ball was in. The Wolverine block was just up a little late on that one, Steve, using the swing block. Sometimes you just mistime it.
Yeah.
They weren't able to get outside that time.
Well, that was a quick little shoot set there out to the outside. Just maybe a 2 or 3 step approach. I think that's why the block was a little bit late.
Wow. UVU getting lucky there.
Off the bench again. Oh, nice dig from Kalani.
Pushing to the outside again is BYU, and they're able to get that one through the block. Going toward the smaller blocker this time. Going towards Mackie Trainer on the outside. Sean's questioning the number of contacts.
It was the second contact there from, I think it was from Kelsey, that he thought was a little bit of a lift. But the referee's like, nah, it was fine. Oh, nice dig.
Wow.
High hands.
And
Smart swing.
Man, and I didn't totally see the touch on that one, but boy, she really waffled that ball out of bounds. If she wouldn't have got the touch, that was a pretty bad. Folks, we'll be right back. BYU leads 12-8 in set number 2.
I'm Carly Johnson here on Utah Valley University's campus to find out why students are taking summer semester classes. Why did you choose to come to summer semester when you could be out somewhere else?
Because I didn't go to school in the spring, and so I was like, I need to go in the summer.
Summer semester is the cheapest compared to other semesters because everybody can pay residency tuition, although you're a resident or not.
Hi, yeah. Do you have a second? Could you just get off the phone for a minute? This is kind of important.
The atmosphere is a lot funner. You feel like all the other students are going through the same things that you're going through. They all want to get to the same level you're at, and so everybody helps each other out.
It's a lot more relaxed, a lot more chill. Get your degree done faster.
Do you think the guys on campus are a little cuter during summer? Yeah, most definitely.
If you want to graduate in a timely manner, you have to take summer classes.
So these are just a few reasons why summer is so great. Remember to include summer semester when planning with Wolverine Track. Summer, smarter than others.
And we're back, everyone. BYU leading 12-8 in set number 2, and Teal Withers-Welling with the serve. Wolverine set to receive. Nice pass by Mackie Trainer. Set to the backside. Katie Fritzler's dug and blocked on that one by the Cougars.
Like Trainer was on that second ball, but unable to bring it back to the Wolverine side of the net. Down 5 now in this second set. They have got to do something to get that momentum back. Uh-oh, that's not going to do it.
Huge miscommunication, and I got to be looking at Sam Atoa. He might be taking another timeout here sooner than later. And you know, the passing, though, for the Wolverines has been pretty good.
Right, that was another great pass there from Mackie. It's just a matter of, that's a little tight on the net.
Getting a second chance at Utah Valley. And boy, just squeaking it through is number 11, Katie Fritzler. And a little bit of a, I don't know if it's a confidence issue right now, but Brooklyn just struggling just a little bit. I'm sure she'll get it back on track here soon.
Yeah, they need to. They need some nice serving here to try to get BYU on their heels again. It's a nice jump serve there. Smart play.
Nice job by Kalani Norris being kind of what we call inside on the block. When you're on the outside hitter position, you're playing that far inside. It's nice for her to cover that inside.
Yeah, with that front row setter, that's all her to be able to take that away. Otherwise, that ball's down for sure. Oh, they bailed out there. That didn't look like the cleanest contact, but beautiful pass.
Wow, Mackie Trainer finding the court everywhere she goes.
Trainer.
That was a great up by McKenna Tate. I don't want to discount that, too. If you see here, just before that set, it was a great up by McKenna to give them a second chance at that.
For sure. Mackie was player of the week. I think it was it last week? Putting up
WAC, yeah, the first WAC player of the week for Utah Valley. So she's their very first WAC player of the week.
Put up 20 kills in a 3-set match. That is unreal. That's some big numbers.
Better pass this time by Utah Valley. Tip over the top is Fritzler. And little connection issues with Fritzler and Brooklyn. That was a better set, but I think still a little low with the size that BYU has at the net right now. I think you need to go higher with that ball.
I agree.
Wow. Fantastic up. But once again, who's cleaning up?
Yep.
Kalani Norris.
Kalani with her 12th kill on the night, hitting 600. She is just lights out.
That's a career night for anybody.
Yeah.
Wow, that almost went. That was starting to drop, and they really wanted to take that. And McKenna almost got one there.
Yeah, that would have been big for the Wolverines. That would have been 13-16. Instead, they're still down 5, 12-17.
Robinson serving for the Cougars. She goes short to the middle, and that's handled well. Set outside. Kalani Norris getting another kill. What's that, lucky number 13?
13. Still
Olmstead
with
up.
0 errors on the night as well.
Olmstead off the bench having a little talk with number 7. I don't know if something happened to Hannah Robinson there on that play, or he's just giving her a little break, but something's
She doesn't
just
look
not
like
right.
she's hurt. Oh, smart.
I don't know
Yeah.
even how that got through, but it looked like it went down the shoulder of Brooklyn as she was kind of turning from the block.
It's almost like a delayed swing. And it
Replay.
threw the block off just enough. I think they were kind of releasing back over the net.
It was hard to see on the
Triple
replay because of where the ref position was on the stand there, just blocking her out. Nice push to the outside. Nice
And
job.
Kalani. Boy, we're calling her number a lot tonight, huh?
I'm telling you what, man.
14 kills, hitting like 640 or something like that.
She's
636.
She's the big gun right now. Norris back to serve right now for the Wolverines. And that's just a dart.
Oh, not handled very well.
Pushed again outside to the right. That time LaShawn Manant cleaning up the mess. And Steve, when you got a ball like that and it's a blind third contact by any other team, you got to be up on the net on that tight pass and be ready to block that.
Tough serve, handled well.
Wow, Lauren Stringham up over the top, but I think she just went out of bounds on that.
I think that was a great swing too. She hit that ball straight down, just out of bounds. Down 6 now, 14-20. Cougars well in control in the second set.
You know, and it's funny too because Utah Valley is not playing bad. Their passing has been really good.
Yeah.
And just not converting, you know, the connection between the setter and the hitters right now is the only thing that's off. And I think once they reestablish that, they'll be back on their way to get control.
I agree. I think it's just a matter of settling his team down a little bit and telling them just to stay confident and keep doing what they're doing and chip away.
Willie the Wolverine coming over to give us some love. Coach Sam Atoa looking very focused. Want to mention some of the additions to the Wolverine coaching staff, along with the regular assistant coaches. Lacey Jones, formerly Lacey Colliker, and Scott Lee. Got volunteer assistant Tyler Whittison and Erica Nish, all red now. Erica Nish was one of the great players here at Utah Valley and one of the seniors from last year, so great addition to have her on the staff. We're set to get back into the action, and LaShawn Manant going to serve for the Cougars.
Wow, nice serve.
Utah Valley. Wow. Just an error there by number 15, Tamber Haddock, because Brooklyn Hall, once again, she just kind of gave him a freebie. I don't agree with that selection for her on that. I think she needs, again, to ride those hitters.
A lot of times when you see setters do that, they'll take a quick look and see if it's open, and then they'll go up like they're going to set at the very last second, they'll dump it, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to get a kill on that. But she just kind of blind does it, and sometimes it falls, sometimes it doesn't. Another miss serve. Cougars are trying to do too much, or sorry, the Wolverines are trying to do too much. But at the same time, I mean, I agree with them. They've got to serve tough.
I think the big thing that's difficult is you've got to not give up points in bunches.
Yeah.
You got to limit the errors, or, you know, letting the team get anything on you to 1 point at a time. And we've given up here, I think, what's that, 4 in a row now?
Yeah, that's a lot. And it would be very difficult for them to make 7 points back this late in the second set. But what they do need to do is start to get some momentum going into that third set. They've got to, they dodge it there. They get the free side out. Now they got to serve tough and be big at the net. Manufacture a couple points to go into that third set. A little bit of momentum.
See, this is a time where you just wish in your rotation you just have the right jump server, you know, your best server. And it's hard because they can't take Brooklyn out. Obviously, she needs to be at the center position, so they got to ride with their float serve right now.
That ball spatched well out of bounds.
Jessica Jardine going down that right sideline that she likes to go down, but she just went a little too long on that one. Wolverines trying to claw back here. 17-22 in set number 2. Nice serve that time by Brooklyn. Tight pass. And that's another point for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Sean Olmstead not liking what he sees here.
Gotta go for the timeout, right?
Yeah, seriously. He's like, how many do I have? I got them. Okay, I'm taking one. Give it to me. That's a smart play right there, because that's just, you know, let us girls get a breather, kind of catch their breath, and maybe slow down the momentum a little bit. That is the UVU train right now. Boy, these guys are just rolling.
And that's where the strategy is with the points on rally scoring. If you let a team get down, and let's say they let that go 2 more points, and so then it's going to be 20-22. If they lose that next one, now it's a 1 point.
Yeah.
So now if they take that timeout at 4 points, they lose one, they're still by 3, and they can trade side outs to the end.
Right.
But now, you know, if they would have let that ride, it's bad numbers game for you if you start playing badly.
For sure. And the Cougars are a very poised team. And they come out, they're like, okay, hey, it's one side out right here. It's our serve. And then we just roll. So they're going to come out with a lot of confidence. It's really on the Wolverines right now. They got to come out with a very tough serve and stay huge at that net.
Brooklyn Hall set to serve for the Wolverines after the timeout. Cougars set to receive. See if Wolverines can come up with one of those big blocks right now.
It's a nice serve out of that timeout. Big dig there from McKenna Tate again.
Wow. And
McKenna Tate.
And we didn't make mention of this, but that is the freshman Nikisha Wilden coming into the match and getting her first kill right away.
Yeah.
So they slid one in there on her.
They did.
That was pretty sly.
Nice up, very well controlled there. Look at that little roll shot.
Wow.
Look at
and
that.
We just talked about the blocking for the Wolverines, and they're there. They
just
showed up.
Blocking the lights out right now. Wolverines not ready to go to game 3 just yet. Are within 2.
Is your money on this ball going to Alexa Gray on the right side?
No.
Well, you were wrong. She did get that.
Well, she tried to get it to her.
BYU gets another shot at it.
Oh, touched but not controlled.
Wolverines almost come up with another point, bring that within 1, but they just couldn't get it. BYU leading 23-20 with the service right now. Withers Welling back to serve for the Cougars. Wolverines with a lot of options right now.
Pass. Look at that, going back to the freshman. Oh, what a great dig.
Wilden's bombing right now. She set her again. Cougars get a chance at it. And wow, they go big in the middle at BYU or they go home.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
6'4", Amy Boswell with a kill there.
Aloha, Oregon. That's kind of a cool place to be from. Aloha, Oregon.
Another nice pass by the freshman.
Boom. Wow, Fritzler bombing that one. They were having a little bit of a connection issue earlier. Looks like Fritzler's figured that one out.
Yeah, that was a nice ball there out of the middle.
And right now, Steve, we just talked about this about 2 minutes ago. Look who you have back serving now, just when you need it.
Yep. She's got a lot of confidence, and she should, because she's got a gnarly jump serve. What a great dig.
I love that.
I agree. I know what you're going to say, and I agree 100%. You know she wanted to dump that ball. You know she did.
Brooklyn Hall making the right choice, setting that ball to their outside hitter and letting them put it away.
I agree 100%. She's running to the net to get that second contact. She would not have had a very good move on a dump right there. So instead, controls that urge, dishes the ball to the outside.
And for the fans at home, let me tell you why that's a bad play if Brooklyn tips that. Number one, the block's already set. Block is set right there on Brooklyn. If
Yeah,
she sets
they can
that
see
ball,
her, she can't see them.
They're going to take that from her right away. If she sets that ball, now they have to wait, and they have to wait for the ball to go up. And now they have to try to time the ball when the setter's going to contact, which they have no control over that. So that's...
Right. Not to mention now you've got a hitter coming in that can see the block as well as they can see her, and they can see the rest of the court as well to avoid that block for the kill like they did. So that's, yeah, I agree. That's such a smart play and a great little dish from her.
Yeah, so you fans and for the young setters watching at home, make that set. Don't try to tip that ball.
Within two. BYU can side out for a victory, so it's all on UVU right now. Big point out of the timeout.
BYU's going to go big here. If they get a good pass, Steve, they're going big. I don't think they're going to push this to the outside. I think they're going to try to go where they think they have a mismatch. And just as I say that, Jeremy Barney coming in, substituting into the match. Jeremy's a little bit bigger, and she's going to go on out to the right side. So they're going to have a pretty big block up there with Norris, Fritzler, and Barney.
Pretty good heat on that ball from Trainer. Oh.
Never went. That ball never went.
I didn't think so either. Oh, weren't able to get it.
Wow. BYU getting bailed out. But that ball, Steve.
That looked like it hit the tape, didn't it?
It totally hit the tape, but you got to go with what the referees call, and that's all you can go with. So BYU picking up set number 2, 25-22 over the Wolverines.
What a great job by the Wolverines, though, to battle back. I mean, they were just nowhere in sight there. What was it, 22-15, I think, at one point? Battle all the way back within 2.
Folks, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after the halftime with an interview with the new athletic director here at Utah Valley. Don't go away.
Hi, my name is Tony. I'm a student with UVU Automotive, and this is my classroom. At UVU, you can graduate with a diploma and a resume.
I felt that the MBA offered me the most in terms of what I could do with it once I graduated. It's international recognition. I could go to Europe, Asia, South America, and people recognize the name MBA. It means that the person that holds that degree has a certain level of understanding of business management concepts and practices, that they can understand what it means to follow best practices in accounting or marketing or sales, and I wanted to have that associated with my name.
Well, the goals that I achieved by enrolling in UVU's MBA program were primarily to gain a CPA so I could do more for customers in terms of going beyond bookkeeping. I also just wanted to make a change in life.
My main reason of why I ended up pursuing it was because of marketability. I wanted to be marketable in case I wanted to say I want to do something different down the line. And getting the MBA opens up those doors if you want to take that change in your career path.
Welcome everyone back to our match. BYU and UVU knotted up at one set apiece. Steve joining us right here now at the table is our new athletic director here, Vince Otapal. Vince, welcome. Glad to have you here on the broadcast.
Thank you guys, great to be here.
First of all, congratulations on getting the job as the athletic director here at UVU. And that was just a few months ago here.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, pretty quick. Tell us a little bit about your excitement to be here and to be a new Wolverine.
You bet, thank you. Yes, it's been 51 days, and I've heard a lot about who's counting. But you know what? It's been a blink of an eye. It's gone that fast, and you know, you guys are feeling this, and I think everybody who's watching us tonight really feeling the excitement about this game. You know, I've heard a lot about UVU, obviously, and the BYU. I drove by their campus today, and I can't believe how close that campus is to this campus, but man, being a Wolverine, it's a special, special thing. I'm really glad to be here and really excited to get started as this year gets going.
But tell us a little bit about what your vision is for UVU athletics and where you think you can help take the program here in the next, you know, few years.
You bet, you bet. Hey, you know what? Mike Jacobson did such a great job here getting UVU and Wolverine athletics to where we are now. President Highland view for the university and certainly for Wolverine athletics is very, very impressive. I'm glad to be, you know, just a part of it. I think the vision is what we're seeing here tonight. We've got the gym is full. We've got the Green Man group out there doing what they do, bringing a really special atmosphere to the campus and really to the community in Utah County. My vision, that's all of our vision, is to see Wolverine athletics and UVU win a bunch of games, some national championships, and continue to do well academically. And that's not my vision. That's the vision of the entire university and something we're going to work hard to attain.
That's great. Last, we've got to ask you about being in the WAC now. What does that do for the student athletes here, and also, you know, the university as a whole, all the student body?
You bet. Now, being in the WAC is a great thing for UVU, and as you know, as the conversation's gone on the last couple months, like I said, I've been here for 51 days, but you know, in my conversation with other institutions across the WAC and in the WAC, they're excited to have UVU in the WAC. It's a good thing for the WAC to have the University, Utah Valley University, a part of the WAC, and the excitement that we're going to bring, like we're seeing tonight on the volleyball court, and cross country's competing. Golf, men's golf had a great day this afternoon up in Idaho, and women's soccer is playing right now also. So, you know, it's a great thing to be going into the WAC. It gives us the more exposure, and it gives us another opportunity in the state of Utah to bring a national championship here. And not only national championship that we want to win on volleyball and basketball and baseball and softball and all of our sports, but also continue to brag and boast about how good Utah Valley is academically and what great kids we have. I mean, you look around this gym tonight, not just our kids on the floor, but the student body. I mean, they're out here supporting it. They're proud to be Wolverines, and they're proud to be a part of what Utah Valley's doing.
I think that's a great thing, and for Steve and I being former student athletes here at Utah Valley playing volleyball as well, I think what it brings, at least in my opinion, Steve can give his take as well, but gives you that identity, you know, as you build a rivalry, as you build, you know, cross-conference, you know, rivalries with other teams, and it gives you somewhere to be. So anyway, we appreciate you being here with us. Great to the family. That's right.
Thank you guys. We appreciate it, and let's go Wolverines.
All right, we'll be right back, folks. Don't go away. Thank you.
don't think of myself as just an undergrad. Okay, so I'm a sophomore, but I'm at UVU where it's all about engaged learning. Leading a project on DNA research, I don't have to wait for grad school to get this kind of experience. As a UVU student, I guess you could say engaged learning is in my DNA.
Welcome back, everyone. We're Utah Valley University, and the BYU Cougars are knotted up 1 set apiece. Still with me here, my partner Steve Vale. Steve, as we look at these first 2 sets, kind of give us a little breakdown of where we're at. Give us a little recap.
I'll tell you, we talked before the match about UV needing to have a quick start, and they did. In that first set, they really jumped out on the Cougars. Got a nice little cushion. Cougars battled back. There were a couple lead changes there, and in fact, I think BYU even got up a little bit toward the end of that first set, but Utah Valley showed a lot of character, a lot of poise, able to fight their way back into it, and winning that first set 26-24. Second set, it was BYU that got out a little bit fast, and Utah Valley was never able to catch them. At one point, they were down 7 at 22-15. And Utah Valley battled all the way back to be down within 2. It was 22-20, and then they were right there with them, but BYU able to pull it out 25-22. But it's been a battle so far. I mean, both these teams are bringing their A game. They're serving tough, they're passing well. It's been a lot of fun to watch so far, so I'm excited to see what happens in this third set.
And I think the momentum at the end of that second set was really heading toward the Wolverines, even though BYU kind of closed it out, maybe just by, you know, we said a bad call or, you know, a misplay or whatever it was. But really, I thought the Wolverines had the momentum, and we'll see if they can pick that up and run with it.
I totally agree. In fact, it was almost as if they were out to prove me wrong, because I made some sort of comment about, well, I don't know if they're going to come back 7 points this late in the second set. And all of a sudden, there they were. They were right there in the hunt. But if anything, like I was saying, they need to pull that momentum from that second set into the beginning of this third and really put the pressure on the Cougars like they've done so far, especially in the first set.
Brooklyn Hall to serve. She's going to apply the pressure first. It's a good pass by BYU, but blocked by the Wolverines.
That almost looked a little deep there.
Second
Another
chance,
nice block.
also blocked. Third chance, it's a charm that time, but BYU still not looking great.
Yeah, Amy Boswell, 6'4". As they say, you can't teach height, and she just goes over the top of everybody there for the kill finally.
Wow, that's a tough set right there, because Brooklyn, again, didn't see the block where it was set, because if she would have, she wouldn't have set that ball right there.
Yeah.
And Katie had, and they had a one-on-one totally outside with Kalani.
Right.
So
yeah. She right into the heart of that block. Another great pass. Oh, not a great location on the set there.
It's hard to do as a setter, and the fans at home may not realize, but it's hard to take that little quick look. And sometimes it's also hard not to just go with the decision you make sometimes pre-receiving the pass.
Right.
So, you know, sometimes you just want to set the ball and try to distribute, but you got to really try to take a look at that block at this level.
BYU is firing on all cylinders now. Nice block by the Wolverines. Boy, just buzz. BYU looked like they were about to start running away with it. Nice straight down block to get Mackie Trainer, very tough jump server at
Kelsey
the service
Monk
line.
getting all of that block on the replay.
Yeah.
Great serve by Trainer.
That was.
Nice up by Trainer.
A great spot on that tip.
Nice free ball pass.
Ooh, that stuck a little bit too.
Yeah,
look at that.
Once again, Brooklyn setting that set to where the Cougars are kind of camping out. They're sitting in that middle, kind of what we call pinched together as blockers.
Yeah.
And she's just got to take a second look.
Tamber Haddock, I think, took a little look herself and saw where the defense was, and just a nice deep roll shot to the corner for the kill.
Outside set to the Cougars, and they get the point in the back corner. Number 15, Tamber Haddock.
Yeah, she's owning that corner right now. That is her spot. That is her real estate right there.
4-point lead for the Cougars in set number 3.
Nice pass there. Tight set.
And that, on a set like that, you've either really got to crush hard cross court, which hurts your shoulder, or you've just got to flatten that ball out and go off the top. It's really the only choices you have on that.
Yeah, you dream about that set when there's nobody up, but when you've got a good-sized blocker there, they're going to clamp that 9 times out of 10.
Cassie Wallen back in, seeing her first action for tonight for the Wolverines. Lauren Stringham coming back in to join her on the front row. So Norris, Stringham, and Wallen all in the front row for a big block.
Kenna Tate's done some real nice things from the service line. That ball there is passed well.
Brooklyn with just a little bit of a late reaction there. Not able to come up with that ball, but she made a great effort for it. Number 7, Hannah Robinson back to serve for the Cougars. Wolverines set to receive. It's a decent pass by Mackey.
It was. Nice up there. Mackey everywhere.
Tight set there. Wolverines have to play that ball over with the tip. Stringham getting up, but not yet over on the block on that one, Steven. I think that's the only difference there. If she's pushing forward on that, she'll get that ball down.
Yeah, unable to control that back to the middle of the net. 8-2 in this third set. BYU in control.
Timeout called by Sam Atoa. And Sam's got to get his players definitely calmed down a little bit here. And I think they just got to go back to what they were doing in the first 2 sets is passing well, but I think they need to ride those outside hitters and see if they can continue that same connection that they've had in the past.
Yeah, couple surprises in this match. One, Alexa Gray, who, again, we mentioned was freshman of the year on the all-freshman team, was a first-team All-American as a freshman. Tonight, she's 3 for 8, hitting 0 with 3 hitting errors. And in fact, she's not even in the match right now, right? They pulled her because she just was not having a great night. And Mackie Trainor's playing okay, but she's still only hitting 100 right now. She's playing amazing defense and bringing a really nice jump serve. And she's done some great things tonight on the court, but Utah Valley's got to get those hitting percentages up. Kalani Norris, though, 15 kills, hitting .481. She has been a real bright spot offensively for the Cougars. We can't ignore McKenna Tate's defense. 7 digs already on the night.
Cougars back on the court. They're ready to get at it. Utah Valley taking just a little bit longer to get out of the huddle. And Robinson back to serve again for the Cougars. See if Utah Valley can clean this one up now. Tough pass. Trainer to get a second chance at it out of the back row. BYU with a shot out of the front and doesn't get too much out of that. A little bit of a miss hit by Kalani Norris, and I think that's her first hitting error. And
I believe you're right.
Doesn't come at a great time for the Wolverines, but that was a tough set to hit either way.
Oh no, she's got a couple hitting errors tonight, but still, that's her third. Hitting just under 400 now. Wow. Right.
Brooklyn Hall with the dig on that one. McKenna Tate.
Yeah, that's a smart play. She's inside the 10-foot line,
yeah,
so the hitter cannot go and attack that ball.
They should have called that with the whistle, but they let that one go.
She stayed down and she just put it over the net, so she's good. But Tamber wasn't afraid of hitting that ball. Man, she hammered that.
Yeah, I don't think that what the call is, though, on that as a back row player, anytime the libero is in front of the 10-foot line, they cannot set with their hands. So,
I thought
at least in the men's game. Now, I don't know if the women's have a different rule, but I'm pretty sure it's the same rule for both men's and women's.
Maybe.
So I thought they should have called that one, but it went the way of the Cougars anyway. So
Utah Valley trailing by 7, 3-10 in this third set.
Jen Hardman getting a shot at the service line here for Utah Valley.
Nice tool swing there from Catherine.
Utah Valley still touching a lot of balls up at the net, just not getting them to fall their way these last few plays.
Alexa Gray back into the match.
Jen Hardman is a 5'9" junior transfer. She's from American Fork, and she came from Dixie State College. So, or I should say Dixie State University now. And getting some action here, as well as another freshman, true freshman, number 7. That's Nikisha Wilden, daughter of Brandy Wilden, who was a former player here at Utah Valley, and who has now got her daughter playing here as well. And I thought that was a lift off the block by LeChaminade, but
oh no.
Boy.
Stringham's got to let that ball go.
They've got to clean this up here. Alexa Gray does just that. Goes high off the hands again.
Boy, this floor is not very conducive to diving. I'm watching these girls, and it's like they got the brakes on when they hit the ground. There's like no sliding at all. That does not feel good when you're moving fast for a ball.
Coach Atoa trying to urge the Wolverines on.
Another great dig.
That one's hit out of bounds. That's a great call by the linesman. Oh no, he called the wrong call. That went off the, there was not a, I saw it go off the top of the top of the net, hit the antenna and out. So I don't know what he had on that. Coach Atoa doesn't like it either, so he calls a timeout.
Well, 14-3. There's not a whole lot to like in this third set if you're Sam Atoa.
No, they're in a tough spot, and statistically almost impossible to come back and win this, but not impossible.
Right. Well, it was those kind of comments last game that got him back into it. So we'll just keep talking like that. This is impossible. They'll never come back from this.
It'll never happen.
See what they can do.
Utah Valley, once again, I think they need to make a little change up in their lineup here. I think they need to do something to alter this, which they just did. So I think they're on the right track. They just got to have a good passing.
Yeah.
Wilden just came in, and it wasn't a great pass, so they got to clean that up and keep it, you know, so that they could play within system here and get those outside hitters good sets.
I think the two things that were really big for them in that first set that they won was, for one, they were serving very tough. They put a lot of pressure on the Cougars and got them out of system a ton. The other thing they did was they passed really well, and they gave Brooklyn Hall a lot of opportunities to move that ball around and open up the net a little bit for her hitters. So
Utah Valley getting back on the court. BYU as well. Serving for the Cougars. It's going to be number 15, Tamber Haddock. Utah Valley fans trying to get home team pumped up, trying to give them some confidence here. Better pass this time by the Wolverines. Norris trying to handle that one, but just goes wide. Norris has cooled off just a little bit,
yeah,
Steve.
She has. She's another hitting error there. I mean, that's a lot of pressure, and it just continues to mount throughout a match as you're playing. And, I mean, she was red hot in those first two sets. That's a tough break there.
Another passing error by Wilden, and she may have to come out just so that they can change the momentum again, but Coach Atoa might let it ride and see what happens with the freshman.
I think at this point, the wheels have come off for the Wolverines in this third set, but still, you got to think about getting momentum for that fourth. There's a nice block.
Wow, huge block that time by the Wolverines, and that's more reminiscent of what they were doing in the first two sets.
Yeah, if you're the Wolverines, you got to not be thinking about the scoreboard right now. You got to be thinking about chipping away one at a time, just doing everything you can to get back into this.
Good pass that time by the Cougars. Nice up.
Oh, great job there.
Stringham really trying to take control of the net here.
Look at that dig from Kalani. It gets rewarded. Another dig by Sierra Parker. She's everywhere. Look at Kalani.
Cougars get another shot at it on the slide. And that is in the back corner.
Boy, the Cougars have just got that corner dialed in, both corners. They do a nice piece of hitting. That high, deep ball is very hard to defend.
Wolverines looking for something they'll grab onto here and then get some confidence, get their momentum back. Nice pass by McKenna Tate. Stringham tries to go off the top, but the Cougars get it back and go out to the outside to Gray.
Nice swing.
Goes off the top of the block again, Steve. She's starting to find a little bit of a rhythm now.
Yeah, that's a very smart piece of hitting right there.
18-4, I almost hate to say it. That's a huge lead for the Cougars, 14 points here in set number 3.
A nice cross-court kill.
That's a lot better. That's what they were doing in the first 2 sets, and I think they just need to keep rolling with that, and they'll be all right. That time, Nikisha Wilden getting the kill.
I almost said Brandy Wilden. Yeah, nice hit there from Brandy's daughter.
Brandy's married now, and I believe her married name is Harden.
Wow, look at that. I'm telling you, they must practice with hula hoops back in those corners. Man, they are just dialed in back there.
Godfrey back to serve. And that's frustrating for me as a setter, because Brooklyn's got to be looking right at her hitter, and the hitter is nowhere there.
Right.
And she still set the ball, so she's just making that choice and going with it no matter what.
Another great defensive play by the Cougars. Alexa trying to go OTT. Big block there.
Yeah, that was a tough ball.
Hannah
Set
Robinson.
low and tight.
Yeah, low and tight is not a good combination when there's a big block
really
up.
Tough.
20-5.
What's tough, I think, for Sam, of course, is on the bench. Who comes off the bench to set for the Wolverines if Brooklyn goes out? I
think Brooklyn's doing a decent job. I don't know if I would ever want to pull her unless she was really making a lot of errors. But I mean, she's so big at the net. There's a few decisions here and there. I might have chose to go a different way, but all in all, I think she's the quarterback I'd want out there.
Oh, absolutely. But I think what I would like to see is, with this big of a lead by the Cougars, is maybe pull her aside for a few plays and just go over a little strategy and build and make sure that she's feeling confident. And
that's
then,
actually a good call.
And then then get her back in.
Alexa, OTT on that cross-court kill.
But looks like as far as setters go, you've got Hardman and/or Monk that could come in and set. And I don't know if Hardman was a starter at Dixie State, but certainly haven't seen Kelsey as a setter here. So
not the prettiest volleyball we've seen tonight, but the Wolverines will take it.
Wilden back to serve.
Wolverines just trying to get in double digits in this 3rd set. Oh, nice serve.
It's a great serve by Wilden. It comes out of Bingham High School, South Jordan, Utah.
Another great dig from Sierra Parker. The Wolverines called into the net.
They call Norris or Fritzler on that one.
I didn't see who.
Yeah, I didn't see who she numbered on that one. Down official is Miley Jukes, and her sister Daphne Nelson up official for this evening's match. Whalen trying to get up over on that block, and she does, but once again, Cougars going high off the block. They really have that down. That's something they must teach there. At BYU, Sean's working with them on hitting high over the block.
Yeah, wanting to get it done there since she was the one that didn't make the best pass on that serve. Dispatched that ball long. Game point.
That's a better serve received that time by Wilden.
Sarah Parker again.
Nice job. A lot better that time. Great up by McKenna Tate.
Yeah.
And then a good set by Brooklyn and a good connection to Kalani Norris.
Kalani doing a nice job there, wiping that ball off the hands and out of bounds.
Kalani 17 kills, Steve, 4 errors.
Yeah. Look at McKenna Tate. Man, she is a great defensive player.
Wilden a little bit distraught with herself, but I don't think she has anything to worry about. We're going to come back. Utah Valley down 2-1. Don't go away. Back for the set number 4.
Well, originally just to be done faster. If I can, I want to go every summer.
It's a lot quieter. Parking's a lot easier. Lines aren't as long for lunch. Computer labs are more open and accessible as well.
I like it because the classes are smaller and so there's more attention on me. I like it because it's like a faster pace and so it just makes it a lot easier.
I feel like I'm getting ahead of the other students. Like everyone's taking the time to kind of chill and relax, and I feel like I'm getting a couple classes ahead of them and getting out of here faster.
I'm Joe Luce, an anthropology student at UVU, and this is my classroom. At UVU, I'm sharpening my mind and my skills.
When I heard about the MBA program, I thought this would be a great opportunity to kind of open my mind again, sharpen the skills, and really get back into business and not just running what I already have.
I've been able to apply a lot of what I've learned in the MBA program in my everyday life, whether it's looking at quarterly financial statements and actually being able to read through them and understand what the different terms mean. And with my personal life, when I'm looking into where to invest my 401k or my Roth IRA, my retirement accounts, I can look at companies or look at mutual funds and use what I learned from my finance classes and accounting classes to understand, would this make a good investment based on the principles I've learned in school?
Don't procrastinate. Get signed up for your MBA program because it'll be a great thing for you and that you can use it throughout your entire life. Not only do you learn things about business, but you learn things about life, you learn things about people, you learn things about ethics that all will benefit you. And so don't wait till you get older. Use it while you can use it through your entire life.
I'd like to welcome everyone back to our match this evening. Wolverines are down 2-1 to the Brigham Young University Cougars. And Steve, as we look at the stats for this last set and kind of for the match thus far, the one big thing that sticks out in my mind is the hitting percentage turnaround between Utah Valley and BYU, almost the polar opposite of what it was in the first couple sets.
Yeah, well, the second set, they held BYU to a 167 hitting percentage while they only hit 184, but still they were right there. Both teams had 13 kills. In the third set, BYU hit 361, Utah Valley negative 093, only 4 kills to BYU's 16. They had 8 hitting errors to BYU's 3. I mean, it was, there's so many differences in that game. You could spend all night talking about it. So hopefully Utah Valley has kind of collected themselves, and I'll say a lot of times when I'm playing this sport, if I have a bad set or whatever, in my mind all I'm thinking is, okay, short memory, that play's gone, that set's gone, let's focus on the next one and just go one play at a time, pass first. So hopefully that's the mindset out there, because the reality is they're down 1 set is all. It's still anybody's match. So they just got to get it going.
Looks like Utah Valley has substituted number 5, Jeremy Barney, into the match. And looks like they're going to have her, they'll probably have her come out as soon as McKenna Tate goes in. Yep, which is what they just did. So looks like Jeremy Barney's going to get the start in set number 4 here. Good to see Jeremy in the match. And let's see if she can add a little blocking power, a little blocking height to the Wolverines.
Yeah.
BYU looks pretty poised and ready to serve for set number 4. Godfrey back to serve.
Yeah, we haven't talked a whole lot about Godfrey, but she's set a pretty nice match for the Cougars.
Godfrey pushing it outside that time to Alexa Gray. And I got to think, Steve, even though she may have seemed to be kind of invisible in the first couple sets, and I think that's because her powerhouse hitters weren't really on fire yet.
Yeah.
But now she's starting to find Alexa Gray and bringing her into this match.
Yeah. Wow, nice serve, too, there by Godfrey.
Great save by Brooklyn that time. And that time, Mackie Traynor able to go and wipe off the block to get the kill.
Yeah, that's one cool thing about having a hitter like that can sky and get up and contact that ball. They make pretty cool things happen on broken plays like that.
Nice pass that time by Alexa Gray. A little bit of a lazy swing into the block that time, but BYU gets another shot at it. And that time, didn't even clear the net, I thought. And Utah Valley gets the point that time.
I don't think it would have mattered if it did. They closed that up real nice.
Yeah, you can see on the replay there, she hit the bottom of the tape. So.
Yeah. Nice serve there, right in between the two passers.
Nice up by Utah Valley. They push outside. McKenna Tate there again.
Wow.
Oh, that's still just a pain in my side right there, is that trap set to the middle blocker when both blockers are camped right on her. Brooklyn, they've got to do some drills or something to work with her to recognize that 2 blocker stack on the hitter right there and be able to push that ball somewhere else.
Well, not to mention those 2 blockers are 6'2" and 6'4", so having blockers of that height camped out on your hitter, you want to go anywhere else.
Yeah, it's a very delicate balance between letting your hitters hit or spreading the ball around the offense by also making the right choice.
Yeah, I agree. You need to establish the middle, but yeah, you got to pick and choose when to do that.
Utah Valley just missing getting that ball up. Kelsey Monk was right there, just couldn't get far forward enough on that ball to bring it up from the floor. So
still, Utah Valley looking much better out of the gate in this 4th set, tied up at 3s. Great swing by Kalani off the hands.
Picking up where she left off. She's going to grab her 18th kill. And so she's getting back on the horse now, see if she can put some points.
One thing I love to see from a hitter going up against a formidable block like that is just being able to tool it and use that block to your advantage.
Utah Valley getting another chance, come out of the middle by Mackie Traynor. BYU that time just going with the middle. And that's the difference when you have a middle that is very, very much bigger than the opposing players. They can do a few things. You can take a few chances with them. Utah Valley doesn't quite have that luxury right now, so they have to make good choices. And so we'll see what happens if that becomes a factor here in the 4th.
Nice save.
And I know I hate to overemphasize it, but once again, both blockers sitting right there on her middle hitter, and she's just got to find a way to take a peek.
Spread that out a little bit.
Exactly.
Still only trailing 1, 4-5. Looks like BYU has found their target. Couple balls in a row there to Kalani. First one was a little tight to the net. That one shanked almost to the 3rd row.
And that one's tough because you're trying to put that ball in a good position for the setter, and you know they're kind of coming around your right shoulder, and so you want to put it where they're going to be instead of where they're at, and that's what's tough to do every once in a while. That ball's well inside for Kalani Norris.
I believe there's a net violation anyway, but still great swing to the deep corner.
And they credit her with the kill on that, so 19 kills for Kalani Norris, having just still a stellar evening. Wolverines down by 2 right now with that service error. And so Cougars lead the 4th set 7-5. Wolverines still within striking distance. Steve, what can we expect to see them do to turn the tables here a bit?
Well, they got to just pass perfect right now. There's a lot of pressure on the serve receive to put that ball where, look at that, up there from McKenna Tate again. She's just bailing out her team left and right. Look at that swing. Nice job by Mackey there. High hands and out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, I don't know what Utah Valley has done in the last few years, say like 6, but whatever they've done as far as the libero position goes, they've done it right every time. I mean,
Elise, she was gnarly too.
Yep, and then you got Patty Hatch.
Oh yeah, Patty as well.
Who actually shared time with McKenna these last few years. And then also Lanny O'Reilly. So you just had a lot of great defensive players in that back row for the Wolverines, and man, McKenna is showing it tonight.
I mean, there's a couple things there. One, you got to be in the right spot to even be able to make a play, but then to be able to have the reaction time and to be able to make the plays that they make consistently. That's pretty cool stuff.
Kalani not able to come up with that one. BYU find a little open real estate there.
Yeah.
And Sam's going to talk about it here. He's going to take a timeout here. And we'll be right back. Don't go away. BYU leading 9-6 in set number 4.
They say the devil is in the details. And in here, there are a lot of details. Flavor, color, texture, temperature, presentation. It all has to be flawless. Pressure? Maybe. But with engaged learning, I get a lot of practice. And I'll bet your homework never tasted this good.
Welcome everyone back in set number 4, where Brigham Young University leads the Utah Valley University Wolverines 9-6 in set number 4. Steve, as we continue to look at the stats over this last little while here and for the match, we look at distribution numbers for both teams. BYU spreading out the ball a little bit more than Utah Valley.
Wow, nice swing. Stringham.
Stringham with the kill there in the middle. And as we look at that, really Kalani Norris shouldering most of the burden there, where BYU's, like I said, able to spread out the ball a little more. I think that's starting to make a difference a little bit here in this match.
Nice high swing again. Alexa recording her 11th kill.
Godfrey back to serve for the Cougars. Well, and that's, I'm just looking at the rotation here and checking this real quick. I want to see, oh no, Brooklyn was in the front row, okay. Oh no, wait, no, she's not.
Yeah, I don't think she is front row right now.
So that probably should have been a back row attack. Oh, actually, you know what, she is in the front row. So that was okay.
Oh, okay. McKenna Tate again.
Man, McKenna Tate is everywhere, but there's just not enough McKenna Tates to go around right now.
Yeah, need about 4 of her, maybe 3 in the back row, and
remember
3,
last year, the one match we did, and she was outside hitter and was like one of the players of the match at outside hitter.
Yeah.
So she's a phenomenal athlete.
She really is.
Brooklyn not able, or actually Kelsey Monk not able to bring that ball up. Brooklyn not able to quite get her hands on it at the net. Sean Olmstead smelling blood in the water now. He wants to close this one out.
Right, able to create a little separation here. Now they're up 6, 13-7.
Over the back line and attack that one above the net. So that's going to be an easy call for the officials on that one. And let's put this into perspective though, Steve. I know we talk about this rivalry across town and everything, but to BYU's credit, they're ranked number 25, and we're ranked number 13 just last week. So, you know, they had a couple bad losses, and I mean, you still look at the firepower that they have. So
Yeah.
put that in perspective. Utah Valley just coming into real Division I volleyball right now.
And to hang with this team, a top 25 team, that says a lot about this UV program.
I mean, they've given them all. They probably could have won that second set or should have won that second set. And so it could have been, you know, different outcome right now. Could have changed the whole complexity of this. So I don't think they really have anything to hang their heads on.
Oh, no.
I think they just have to look at this and see where they can make their adjustments and get better.
Well, I don't think that they are completely out of this fourth set. It's going to be a matter of just, it's going to be a grind for them because they're down 6 on that side out. So there's, they're not in a good position, but we've seen them go on runs before of 4 or 5 points. So it's possible for them to steal this fourth set even, but they've got to start manufacturing some points here. They cannot afford to just side out with BYU.
Got Jeremy Barney in the front row now. Back row attack, is that what they're calling? Or
I'm trying to understand what I just saw. Was it McKenna Tate that passed it?
It
and
might
she
have been.
set it inside the 10-foot line.
I was going to see if they showed it on the replay here, but
yeah, I think that's what it was.
We might get it during the timeout.
See, I don't think it's that she set it inside the 10-foot line. I think you can't leave the floor and attack the ball when she does that.
As far as I understand, the rule is you cannot set it with your hands as a libero in front of the 10-foot line. You'll see them jump over the line.
You and I'll do some research. We'll come back and next time we're on TV.
Yeah, maybe we can get a little clarification
we'll
from
put lunch on it.
The down official on that. Utah Valley in huddle here, as well as BYU, and I know BYU is looking to push this one to closure. They're about 9 points away, and Utah Valley's got a lot of ground to make up. So Coach Atoa looks pretty focused here. Wants these girls to maybe just calm down and try to get back in the driver's seat.
Yeah, so far, man, I can barely hear myself talk. There's a lot. It's loud in here.
It is loud in here. It's good to see the fan support. As we were talking with Vince Odepal, it's really good to see the fan support, the student body support, and I think that goes along with what they talked about as being a part of the WAC, being a part of a conference that is, within reach and visible and, has a history, and I think that makes a lot of difference, and I think the student body's going to embrace that. So.
Oh, for sure.
Sarah Parker serving for Cougars. And yes, Brooklyn Campbell was in the net.
And she caught the bottom of it. That was a tight pass from Mackey. Brooklyn doing all she could to handle it. Boy, good thing she didn't dump on that one. Did you see that block? Hey, it blocked the lights out on that.
Yeah,
like three of them up there on her.
Brooklyn was close on that one to LaShawn. I didn't want to see her twist her ankle there. They were really close together. So.
Wow. Oh, just out. That looked like a nice swing to the back line, but I guess she just missed it.
Now, this is where it gets a little interesting because Utah Valley, in this rotation, if this pass isn't good, this is where Brooklyn gets a little anxious to tip that ball.
Yeah.
And I know it can be tough. Ooh, nice.
You got bailed out there.
That's always nice to get a free point on the service error. So Brooklyn Hall back to serve. She has a good jump floater, so see if she can cause some problems and push BYU back a little bit. Decent reception, though, for the Cougars. And, man, they are big at the net, let me tell you. Hannah Robinson is teeing off. She's got 9 kills, and it's hard to stop a team that's that big, Steve. And just to think about this, I talked to Coach Olmstead before the match, and you and I were just talking about it for a second, was that they're 6'7" opposite, and she's redshirting this year. So all these girls will be back next year, and I think their only senior is LaShawn Minot, so they're just going to lose one and bring everyone back plus Hampson.
Yeah,
who's 6'7" opposite.
Yeah, that'll be a nice squad there. And they look great right now. Top 25 team. even without her. So yeah, they'll. Another nice dig there from Sierra Parker.
Wow.
Kalani almost getting that one.
Using the block that time is pretty impressive. And Utah Valley, they're trying. They're gonna switch Wilden in now, this time for Norris, and see if they can get something jump started over on the right side. Wilden is a good hitter, so see if we can get her the ball. They're probably gonna pick on her for passing though again.
Yeah, good call. She's actually a pretty nice passer. She's mishandled a couple, but she's pretty steady out there.
Yeah, they're gonna pick on those freshmen though, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Fritzler, just a little late, I thought, to the ball on that one. Utah Valley making the smart play there. But boy.
Oh, they're saying they got the touch. Line
Tamber
judge
Haddock.
didn't see it, but the up ref did.
Tamber Haddock, 17 kills. And like I said, they're distributing the ball. Gray has 14, LaChaminade has 11. Robinson has 8, Boswell has 7, so they're really mixing it up well for the Cougars.
Nice up there.
BYU with a little uncharacteristic play there.
Yeah.
And didn't work out for him.
Confused on what was going on there for a second. Utah Valley stepping in to take advantage of that.
Utah Valley trying to climb back, but they're down by 11 to 22 in set number 4 here. Wow, LaChaminade just doing damage on the right side with the slide set.
Her 12th kill, only one hitting error, hitting almost 500 on the night.
They're established themselves now as the big sister, so Utah Valley's just trying to hang on and do positive things.
Alexa Gray with a great defensive move on a very well hit ball for Mackey. Oh my word, wow. That just almost seems like it's not fair.
You know, you got to give the Utah Valley, I mean, like I said, put it in perspective, some of their players that they have on the court. I mean, 2 of them right now are freshmen.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're swinging for the fence. I mean, they're not taking anything off here.
That time, trying to tool the block again, unable to do it. BYU.
That'll do it. 25-11, the Cougars take the match. 3 sets to 1. Utah Valley gave them all that they had here.
Hey, and still a pretty nice showing there from Utah Valley. I was very impressed with the fire they came out with tonight. That was pretty fun.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with the interview with Coach Sam Atoa.
Hate math. I can't count how many times I've heard people say that. And as a math teacher, I take it personally. So, while working on my master's at UVU, I developed ways to help kids not hate math. Does engaged learning make a difference? You do the math.
If you're serious about going to college and getting a head start on the process, come get a feel for what university life is like. UVU Days are designed with you in mind. UVU Days are department-specific events held on Saturdays that will allow you to become a student for a day. These events are free and breakfast and lunch are served. It's a great opportunity to meet your future dean, professors, and advisors. Highlighted programs include business, science and health, education, humanities, aviation, dance, theater, and emergency service. For more information, dates, and times, please visit our website at www.uvu.edu/future students. Come experience what UVU has to offer in your field of study.
Hi, my name is Tony. I'm a student with UVU Automotive, and this is my classroom. At UVU, you can graduate with a diploma and a resume.
Welcome back, everyone, to tonight's match, where Utah Valley was just defeated by Brigham Young University Cougars 3-1. Joining us here in the post-game report is Coach Sam Atoa. First of all, Coach, thanks for joining us here. I know it's always tough to do after a loss, especially to BYU. We all always feel like that's a big rivalry, and we want to win that game no matter what. Give us your thoughts on the match tonight, and tell us a little bit about it.
You know, I thought that we, when we started off the match, I felt like that we did some great things. We attacked them, and, especially in some of the areas of the game that we weren't doing very well in, and that was in finishing at the end. And I felt like that we kind of were able to kind of get over that in that first set, when we were able to kind of come back and then win that set. And so that was a great way for us to be able to do that. And I felt like that maybe that momentum will kind of help us kind of carry it into that second. And so we kind of found ourselves down early, and then we're able to kind of fight back and then kind of get ourselves back into that as far as I think it was up to 2 points. And I felt like that we had some chances there. But then in that third and fourth set, my gosh, BYU turned it on, and we just had no answer whatsoever. And so you got to give them the credit that some of the things that wasn't working well for them, they were able to kind of put together. And so they passed very well, they served very well, and they really controlled the net. So that was, unfortunately for us, but they deserve the win.
But to your credit, though, this is a top 25 team coming into play you guys tonight. You guys came out red hot, held them in that first set to like 200 hitting percentage. You guys played flawless. You had them on their heels that entire set. They came back. I think they got up 1 or 2. And the character you guys showed to come back and pull that out, 26-24, that was really cool. Sitting here as a fan of this sport and as a Utah Valley, that was a lot of fun to watch you guys pull out that first set. The second one, again, you guys were down 22-15, I think, to come all the way back, pull 5 out in a row to get within 2, and it was anybody's ball game that first second. But fun stuff.
Yeah, no, for sure. I thought that, as I mentioned, that we did some good things to kind of get us into that. And I liked our chances going into that third set, and somehow we just stopped passing. And we made just too many errors. And so it kind of mentally kind of got to us, and then, BYU took over. So there's a lot for us to be able to learn from this. Yes, they're a really, really good team, and I felt like that we had a shot. But you've got to be able to be mentally prepared in these types of matches and not let things anything rattle you. And so we kind of got some kids that got rattled a little bit, but there's some things there that we can learn, and we expect to be able to be better at the next time we get on the court.
Absolutely. Well, tell us a little bit about your outlook on this season and also being in the WAC.
I'm really excited. I think that the move ahead and going into the WAC has been such a great move for athletics. We're excited to be able to jump into the conference and to be able to fight for an automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. So, this loss for sure is going to sting a little bit because we felt like that, we did some good things. However, we've got a lot to learn, and we expect to be able to kind of get ourselves better so that when we get into conference, we can be able to figure out what to do when we find ourselves down or when we're ahead, is being able to kind of pull away. So a lot to learn for a young team, and that's what we expect to be able to do. So I hope that we for sure are going to sit down and look at this film again, and the girls are going to be able to do the same thing. But there's nothing for us to do except for just to move ahead and get better.
Well, I think Steve and I both agree, you got a lot to build on, and you have a great base to do that with. let me just ask you this last question. I like to always ask you a little something different here, and tell us about some of the things that you're involved with that are, bigger than the game of volleyball. What are you doing this year that's, important?
Well, every year we've been able to go to Samoa as far as our humanitarian project together with Rheumatic Rescue with the Allens, Dr. Allen and Lori Allen, and a group of nursing students from UVU and Ecotechs from IHC. And so we've been able to kind of team up together to kind of be consistent, do this every year. And so we expect to kind of do that again. However, I've been asked to kind of go with a group in December. It's a mobility mission group that hopefully be able to kind of help a few individuals that will be able to help with prosthetics legs that can help them be able to change their life a little bit with limbs.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks for stopping by and giving us a few minutes of your time after the loss. Good luck for the rest of the season. Folks will be right back with a breakdown and a recap of the match. Don't go away.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Sam.
Bus pass, $5. UVU t-shirt so you can impress the ladies, $25. iPod Nano, $120. A degree from UVU so you can afford your own car someday. Priceless. For everything else, there's student loans.
Best benefit for taking summer classes is they have a chance to get into their program sooner.
Tuition is cheaper for non-resident students. Parking is more accessible.
It's a little bit more relaxed here at UVU during the summer, and I think that that's good for some students.
If they're really looking for that individualized experience with a faculty member, summer is a great time to get in and really meet with someone.
I'd say the biggest benefit is that they get smaller class sizes.
Smaller class sizes.
The classes are smaller.
You have smaller classes.
Wolverine Track is a program that's on UV Link that gives students access to see immediate results of their progress, to see how their classes are fitting into their degree requirements, to see what they should be taking next.
Summer semesters are better. I've seen the success of my students personally, and I've seen that they like it a lot better.
Students need to come to us because we're their best friends. We're the people on campus who are going to help them the most in getting where they want to go.
People talk about college like you're in some kind of bubble. Like there's college, and then there's the real world. Hey, this is UVU. You're not just reading about it or watching someone else do it. This is engaged learning. At the certificate, associate's, bachelor's, or master's level, you're in the real world every day.
Welcome back, everyone, as we wrap up. Steve Vale and I. Steve, we had a great match tonight. It was a lot of fun. A lot of great athleticism out on the court tonight.
Yeah, I was so impressed with Utah Valley coming out and taking it to BYU in that first set. I mean, again, top 25 team coming into the PE building tonight. And, boy, they played with a lot of poise. They aren't able to pull out the match, but that was some fun volleyball tonight.
Well, we would like to thank everybody for watching tonight on UVU TV and I believe Fox Sports, possibly. So, once again, for Steve Vale, I'm Kevin Castle, and we are shutting it down.
I don't think of myself as just an undergrad. Okay, so I'm a sophomore, but I'm at UVU where it's all about engaged learning. Leading a project on DNA research, I don't have to wait for grad school to get this kind of experience. As a UVU student, I guess you could say engaged learning is in my DNA.